Monday morning, day 1 of week 2. We're on our way to the hospital, and we're going there early because I need to get my bloods done before we start my chemo session. So we've got to get there early because it takes about an hour and a half for the results to come through, and they need the results as close to my dose as possible for week 2. So that's why we're on the way to the hospital now, nice and early. Literally dark when we're leaving the hospital. Longest day officially at the hospital having chemo. What time is it?
Hammer time!
I think it's gone 6:30. We got here at 9 o'clock. Things just took forever.
20 to 7.
It's 20 to 7 now. I want to go home, so we're going home. So we're officially day 9, so week 2, day 2, but we count it as day 9 in terms of the cycle. So day 9, yesterday was day 8, which was the chemo session day, which was a really tough day. We had a long day in the hospital. I've just been thinking back to yesterday and how, you know, there was a lot of frustration and waiting around, and staff and nurses getting pretty hot under the collar trying to see everyone, and lack of seats and things like that. People getting frustrated, and I felt that frustration as well. It was a hard day. But why are we're rushing around so much and just feeling like we're not appreciating other people when we're expecting things to be right here and right now, and we've kind of created a culture for ourselves where we expect things to be immediate, and is that really good for us, and is that really helping us notice others around us and notice what's going on around us? Are we missing things because we're trying to move too fast? Are we trying to get to the end goal and so focused on that we're actually missing important things that are along the way, wondering whether we need to learn how to slow down? It's funny, I've been actually reminded of a song that we used to do in the band about this kind of slowing down thing. One of the lyrics was, "The journey, not the destiny, is what you need to focus on right now." And that line's been going around my head quite a lot recently, and I think that's come back to really be more important for me now than it was when Aaron first wrote it. And now is a time for me to notice what's going on around me and pay attention to the journey, and not be fixated on the end, but really appreciate what's going on around me. And that kind of ties in with what I was saying at the end of the last video about appreciating people and recognizing the importance of what you have around you. Made a fire not because I'm cold, because I like the sound and the smell of the flames on the wood. It's Wednesday morning, which is officially day 10 for the diary. I'm just popping out in my brother's car, which is nice. Just popped around and I'm using it so we don't have to put a voucher on the car. Yeah, I'm just popping out. One of my birthday presents from Fiona was to go to the last race of the season at Goodwood. Something that I've never done before. I've never been to the races at Goodwood, and it seems a bit silly because it's just down the road. So that's what we're doing on Sunday. But there's a dress code, and I don't have the right dress. I don't wear a dress. Don't need to wear a dress. I don't have the right clothes for it, so I need to go and get a jacket, because it's kind of jacket and trousers. So I need to pop into town and get that. Yeah, so Wednesday, day 10. I'm feeling a fair bit of pain actually. The chemo's definitely doing its job on my cells. Very much feel it in my chest and my back and in my kind of gut area. It's just kind of feels like the cells are really having a battering, so it's actually quite sore at the moment. So I don't want to spend long out. I need to get back quick, so we're going to make this a quick little trip, get home. Also, look what I found. It's my old band, Oversol. It's the song I was talking about yesterday, about moving too quickly and not noticing the things around you. So I'm going to give it a little listen. I think I was successful. Got a few things to make me look smart. Did 2 shops and I'm done. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Night.
You'll get there so much quicker if you just slow down. I know who you are. Your time will come around. You get there so much quicker if you just slow down. Slow it down.
Pharmacy. I needed to pick up some of this Creon. This is what I take to help me digest my food. So my pancreas apparently is not producing the enzymes needed to break down the food, and this stuff basically assists with that. So just been down to the pharmacy to pick up some more and they're shut. I had 2 tablets left. I would normally take 4. Yeah, probably take 4 with lunch, but they're shut, so I couldn't get any. So I just had lunch. I just had it with 2. Felt very rock and roll, so I feel pretty pumped from that right now. So if my guts go a bit funny, that'll be why. Anyway, it's Thursday, so we're officially day 11. Feeling pretty battered on the insides. The chemo's definitely upped its game this week. It's really hard to describe, but the cells just feel like they're under attack. So I feel very achy, but this is kind of a bit of a different level now. Very stiff, and just general movements around my guts and like up here as well just feel painful, like from the front to the back. So I'm just needing to take it easy, but at the same time just wanting to get a little bit of movement. So a little walk down the beach in the morning I think was good, and I think for myself mentally doing things like that have just put me in a good position. So although I feel quite uncomfortable at the moment, I actually feel bright, I actually feel positive, and I think little things like spending some time down the beach just appreciating and soaking in the goodness that brings really helps put me in a good place. So feeling physically battered, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally good and strong. Right, I'm gonna go and get my hair cut. I've had enough. It's just a bit crazy So I'm gonna go and do it. How much I'll come back with, I don't know, because it really does feel the end. Yeah, done it. Kinda, he styled it a bit, slicked back. It's not all gone. Haircut done. It's Saturday, we're day 13. Yeah, day 13, Saturday. Woke up feeling pretty rough actually this morning, which I was surprised at because yesterday, Friday, actually started to feel a little bit better. So I was sensing that we were kind of on the up, but strangely just felt quite rough today. Woke up, actually had a bit of a headache as well, and just very, very achy again. So just trying to work out what might have caused that. It just still seems to be quite unpredictable about how the chemo is kind of affecting my body. But I was just wondering about the steroid adjustment that we've been making. So 3.5 days after my chemo dose, I have to take more steroids as kind of the normal thing. But the oncologist, last time I saw him, said that we should drop the steroids once I've done that. So I actually realised that I dropped yesterday to a lot less than what I've been taking the few days before. So I'd gone from 8 milligrams right down to 8 milligrams a day for 3 days. And yesterday was just 1 milligram a day. So just wondering whether that's partly what's affected me today, and whether that kind of adjustment has caused me to kind of just feel a bit rougher. Also, the CBD oil, I didn't have quite so much yesterday because I got to the end of it. I got some more now. So it could be just a combination of the steroids and the CBD oil just not being as present in my system. Also, just had a thought. Is it possible? Is it possible to have a hangover from non-alcoholic beer? I found this beer, let me show you. It's the first non-alcoholic beer, the Brewdog Ale, that I actually think is quite nice. And I had one last night, and I just want... Is that what gave me a headache? I doubt it. But it was really nice. Highly recommend Brewdog Nanny State non-alcoholic ale. Really good. I'll be drinking that again. Today we're going to the races.
It's 11:20. We're due to leave the house in 10 minutes and Tom is not yet dressed. It's 11:30. We're leaving in 5 minutes. Tom still hasn't decided what to wear. It's 11:35. I'm just putting Tom's crumpets in the toaster because he hasn't had breakfast yet.
Let's go. First race, here we go. Jam session to win. you're winning.
You're winning.
Last race, here we go.